Good morning, everyone. I am so happy that you are here. Today, for our math lesson, we are going to measure some pumpkins. I have a great big pumpkin here. I also have a couple smaller pumpkins, and there are lots of ways that we can measure and investigate our pumpkin. We can talk about how our pumpkin looks. It's the color orange. We can talk about it being bumpy instead of smooth. We can talk about its stem. We know that it's a plant, that it grows, and we're gonna explore the inside tomorrow. But today, we're gonna really take a look at size, and we're gonna talk about how we can measure our pumpkin. So the first thing that I'm gonna do for my students is I'm gonna hand out lots of snap cubes. And I'm gonna encourage them to snap all their snap cubes together, and we're gonna count them together. And they can be all the same color, they can be different colors, it really doesn't matter as long as they can create a tower. So let's count our snap cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 snap cubes. Is this tower high enough to measure our whole pumpkin? No, it's not. Let's estimate. Estimate means we're going to guess how many more snap cubes we need. To estimate is to mark where we are and add another tower. Well, we know that this is 7 snap cubes, so maybe we need 7 more. Let's add 7 more snap cubes and see if that is enough to measure our pumpkin. Is that high enough? Not yet. We need a few more snap cubes to reach the top of our pumpkin. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's not enough. 15. We're getting closer. 16. Oh my goodness. 17. We're almost there. 18. I think that is about the height of our pumpkin. 18 snap cubes. Let's look at our smaller pumpkin. When I look at this pumpkin, is that too large or too small? We have too many snap cubes. Let's see how many snap cubes we need for our medium pumpkin. 1, 2, 3, 4. This tower has 4 snap cubes. Is that enough or do we need more? It looks like we need a couple more. So let's add, how many more do you think we need? Do you think we need 2 more, 1 more? Let's try 1 more. Is 1 more enough? Not quite. Let's add 1 more. So we added 2. Let's talk about how many in total our pumpkin is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So our giant pumpkin was 18 cubes tall, and our medium pumpkin was 6 cubes tall. This is a really big pumpkin. This is a smaller pumpkin. What do you think we could use to measure the outside of the pumpkin? What are your guesses? I think we could use a tape measure, right? That would show us the inches. But what if we didn't have a tape measure? What's something that we could use to measure the outside of a pumpkin? Now, before we go ahead and measure the pumpkin, I want you to predict how big the pumpkin is around. So I'm gonna let my students predict. I'm gonna tell them, you tell me where you think I should stop to measure the pumpkin before I cut it. And then I'm gonna give them each a chance to go around the pumpkin. Oops, all the way around the outside. And this one isn't big enough. So we're gonna need a longer string, and that's a pretty long string. And it's really fun to allow them to guess how big around the pumpkin is. We can guess how much the pumpkin weighs. You can use a scale for measurement. These are all great early math skills that deal with measurement and prediction and are so much fun. We have lots of opportunities in our everyday that will allow students to predict and build on the knowledge that they already have.